back to my channel and welcome back to my home. I am so excited about today's video. So you guys, if you've been watching for a while, know that I've been mentioning that I wanted to do a makeover on my kitchen, and this is a renter-friendly makeover slash budget-friendly makeover. So if you're looking for something that is simple and easy to do, you are definitely in the right place. So basically, I really do like the kitchen that's in this house, but my style is a little more light and airy, and I wanted to kind of pull that into the kitchen space. I did work at this over a span of a few days, so you'll see kind of some outfit changes. Also, don't forget that if you want to check out any of the things in this video, I'll do my best to link them in the description box below. And I think that's pretty much everything I have for this intro, so let's jump into this project. I wanted to insert a quick clip of the way that the kitchen looked the day I moved in. So this is what it looked like, and this is what it looked like right before I started this makeover project. So I cleaned off the countertops, and I have had so many requests. In fact, I think this is probably the most requested tutorial or how-to that I've gotten ever, and that is how to cover your countertops with contact paper. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that the countertops are clean, that there isn't anything on them, and that they are completely dry. And I did try a few new things since the last time I did this. I've done this multiple times. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you already know this. But this time I decided to put the back strip on first, and I decided to go through and measure everything with a ruler so that it was all even, and I put some washi tape on the counter that I could then remove after I put on the first section of the contact paper. So the basic things that you'll need is just some scissors and a credit card or a gift card or whatever. And this also all depends on what type of countertop you're working with and what type of surface and edges and all of that. So you may need to kind of improvise and work with whatever shapes and sizes you are working with, but as you can see, this is a pretty normal style countertop that I'm covering. And just so you know, whenever we've removed this from countertops in rental homes and things like that, it's always come off very easily with no problems. So I personally have never had any issues with it, and obviously use your own judgment on what you think would be best for your countertops. And then I just used a utility knife and went around the edges of the sink. And something I did not show in this video is it's best to take some silicone around the edges of the sink just to seal off the edges and so that no water gets underneath of the contact paper. And also when you do that and when you go to remove it, the silicone peels right up with the contact paper, so it's not making any extra damage or anything like that. It's just helping to keep everything sealed in so that water doesn't mess up your little project. I want to take a minute to thank Dreame for sponsoring today's video. They sent me this Dreame L10 Pro robot vacuum. It's sleek and obviously makes your job as a homemaker easy because it will take care of both vacuuming and mopping for you. It has great navigation through its laser navigation and can precisely detect and avoid objects, as well as rebuild an overall 3D environment in real time. It captures dust, hair, and large debris on different floor surfaces with ease. It has 4 section modes to meet various needs. It offers dynamic route planning, specific area cleaning, and virtual walls can be managed in the mapping system. So if you have an area that has toys or areas you just don't want it to vacuum, you can set that all up in the app. You can assign specific zones to clean on a scheduled time with a few taps on the app. It also has the option of giving oral instructions with the Alexa voice control. It can simultaneously dry and wet clean. It saves money and time by satisfying both needs with one robot. It has a 2.5-hour runtime and it cleans calmly and peacefully with 5-layer noise reduction system. It does a great job at avoiding obstacles laying on the floor, so even if you forget shoes or something like that on the floor, it will avoid them, and it can work in dim environments. It has a powerful brushless motor and it has a spot cleaning feature. With the mopping system, it has 3-level water flow and can cover over 2,000 square feet of mopping. Don't forget to check out the links and the information in the description box to check out Dreame Tech. I know that I love my Dreame bot and you will too. After I had the countertops completely done, and another little tip I have for you is to get some white duct tape and just get yourself some little strips of it to make sure that the edge is secured under the edge of the countertop. I went ahead and put in my LED lights. If you guys have watched for a long time, I love using these things everywhere. I use them in closets, inside of cabinets, outside of cabinets, underneath of things, wherever you want some lighting. And there are different styles of these lights, and I will link the ones below that I prefer. I've actually had to get rid of some lights before because they were the wrong ones. There are some that are brighter, and then there are some that aren't as well made, and these are definitely the brighter style. So I highly recommend this style of light. And I went around the whole kitchen, so I finished putting the lighting in, and then I put in the rest of the countertop. Next, I focused on the backsplash, and I went ahead with this style because this house has some arched doorways, and I felt like this pattern kind of helped to pull together the style of the home and the kitchen versus doing subway tile or something like that. I just felt like this complemented some of the other places in the house. If you guys have been watching my channels for a while, you may recognize this piece. It used to be over the fireplace in our home in North Carolina, and I wanted to just kind of change it up. So I went ahead and taped it off and then sprayed it with this primer just to kind of get a good primer on there to cover up those old letters. And then I took a spray chalkboard paint and sprayed that over top of the primer once it was dry. And then I actually cut out my longest piece of vinyl on my Cricut to make the lettering for this. I think it was 81 inches, which is very, very long. I sat it on the floor, as you can see, and I let it cut out all of the letters. And so once the paint was dry, I just took the tape off and I went ahead and started putting my letters where I wanted them to be. Again, I used some washi tape to kind of help guide me so that it wasn't crooked. I like washi tape for all kinds of things because you can pull it off easily. And I could not be more happy with how this sign turned out. I just feel like with the black and white, it really goes along with the rest of the theme of the kitchen. Next, as I kind of started pulling some decor in, I focused on kind of one corner at a time. So the first corner I focused on here was my drink corner, and through the move, somehow my Keurig got dropped and got some scuff marks on it that I couldn't get off because it actually had chipped some of the paint off of it. So in an effort to try to disguise those chip marks, I got some vinyl and I cut it out and I put these little leaves on the sides where there was some marks. And I thought it added a little bit of fun flair to my Keurig. And I have not had any problems with putting things onto the peel and stick backsplash. It's also very easily removable. Whenever you are ready to move out, you can just pull it off and it comes off very easily. I put some drizzle melts into my warmer. This is from one of my favorite brands and it makes my house smell so good. I found this cute rug on Amazon and it actually unrolled and laid flat really quickly, as you're gonna see here in a second. And then I just thought the tassels were a great addition to the woven rug. I can't believe how much this space brightened up with all of these additions, and I'm excited to cook in here. If you guys don't know, I have a cooking channel, so having a bright space to work in is really motivating when it comes to cooking, and it just helps things feel fresh and clean. All right, I am so excited to be done with this project and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I decided to turn off all of the countertop lighting for you guys to see it just in real daylight. So obviously it looks a little different without all of the lighting, but it's still nice and bright and cheery, which is really what I wanted. The first thing is this bread box, and it is from Amazon. I love it so much. I've used it in some of my other kitchens and it is good and sturdy. It is from Amazon. I will have to double check if it is still in stock. And then up here is where I put this board that I had spray painted outside with that sign, just to cover up the little switch for the overhead vent. It's an older style and there wasn't really much else I could do with it, especially with this being a rental house. So I went ahead and covered it up so I can just slide the board out and click it on whenever I need to. Up here, this piece in the middle is from Hobby Lobby, and then these tiles are actually from the Target dollar spot. So keep an eye out. They are not available right now, I don't think, but they may come back in. And then over here, I have just a little plant. I think it was from Home Goods. My air fryer, which we use all the time. If you guys watch my cooking channel, then you know that we use the air fryer to reheat almost everything, and I love it so much. And then this little stand here is also from the Target dollar spot. And I think these two pieces are both from Hobby Lobby, and then those little plants are from the Target dollar spot as well. And then stepping back, I love this nice little throw rug. It's from Amazon. The tassels kind of give it some extra character. And then on this side of the refrigerator is our drink station. If you guys missed it, I recently showed you the inside of these cabinets and what all is in them. I will leave that video linked below, but just kind of showing you some of my organization. And then here is just like, I put regular coffee in this one, decaf coffee in this one, and just kind of changed up the look of it all. Obviously this is our soda stream and my Keurig, my coffee maker, which I love so much. And then that's just kind of that little corner. I like having this space pretty empty just because the refrigerator is right here and the sink is right here. So when I'm doing dishes and stuff like that, it's all pretty empty. And then over here is my sink space, and I'm so happy with this. I was happy to be able to have enough tile to go the whole way up. I feel like it just gives it a really luxurious feel when the tile goes completely to the ceiling, especially above your sink. I have this little tray right here and just with my dish soap and some lotion, and this is my absolute favorite countertop cleaner. I get it from Amazon and I can link it below as well. And then I just have a little dishcloth here. My over the sink strainer or dish drainer. I kind of use it for everything. And then up here I have 3 sweet little snake plants that I actually took off of another plant I have. So I'm kind of like propagating them up there. And then at this end, I did have my warmer that I just got from Amazon. I think it's really cute, kind of goes well with the color scheme of the kitchen. And then my little houses, again, from the Target dollar spot. And I love that they light up and kind of give a warm feel as you walk into the kitchen. On this side of the door, I just have some family pictures and a really inexpensive frame from Walmart. And then over here is the table, and I do actually have a few other chairs for this table, which is very convenient when we have people over. And then over here on the window seat, I kind of keep plants rotating, and it's my little spot to keep them in the sun. But the girls really love sitting up here as well. So yeah, I kind of try to keep it cleared off the best that I can so they can sit up there and enjoy the afternoon sun when they want to. So I did pull this little tray out from a bunch of my decor storage and decided to use it. I can also use this with the holiday seasons coming, with fall and winter coming. It's a fun place to kind of display decor. So I got some candles here, and a lot of this stuff is from Big Lots actually. It's just a great place to grab little things to fill up your tiered trays. So the last thing but not least is this sign that I made. I'm so happy with it. It was a bit of a labor of love. If you guys have a Cricut, then you probably look at this and go, oh yes, that was probably a labor of love. When it's a lot of little pieces, sometimes it can be challenging to make sure they get all transferred correctly onto your surface. And this being my first time using a spray chalkboard paint, I didn't realize how the texture of chalkboard paint would make it even more challenging to get the vinyl to transfer. So I wouldn't recommend trying to transfer vinyl onto chalkboard paint. You probably would do better off with like a semi-gloss. So next time I do a sign, I will definitely know that. But this is one of my absolute favorite verses, and I wanted it here at the table where we can look at it every day. Thank you so much for watching today. If you guys are new here, I'd love it if you subscribed to my channel for a lot more home inspiration and DIYs. And I cannot tell you how excited I am that the kitchen looks like this. It inspires me so much to cook and just to be in here since we spend so much time in here. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment below, let me know what you thought about it or if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video.